Okay, let's look at the kind of overview of the vocabulary. Remember, I post that combined Quizlet.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, my computer's slow. There we go. I'm going to just do what I did, and I'm just going to kind of scroll through these. I'm not going to pick each one. Afternoon. Sorry? Oh, yeah. Sure. For 16 grand a year. No, I mean, if you pay that much, I mean, you guys should get at least be able to see the videos. What is it? Nachmittag. To sleep. Schlafen. Some of you right now are showing me how one schläft. Right, but schlafen goes to schläft. Let me skip ahead a few here too. Oop. Back to where I started. To swim. I haven't heard that in a while. Schwimmen. Okay, let's stop doing that then. Let's try to a goal in soccer. Tor. What's going on here? To catch. Let me share him here. What's to catch? Fangen. Remember that dog? I'll share this here. There he is, right there. Fangen. Okay. Morning. Morgen. And tennis. Sorry. That's tennis. What about to give? Geben. Gibt. Right. Let's see. Let's let it stop on what it wants to. Museum. Das Museum. Same spelling, capital M. To meet is a better one here. What's this one? I haven't talked much about this one. To meet. It does mean to hit, like, but only like if you're hitting a target, like you're shooting something. That's the only time I've ever heard it used before. But like in movies and stuff. I never watched anybody get shot, in Germany. Not that I know of. But to meet though, like, hey, hit me up. HMU. Yeah, you don't think I'm relative? You don't think I know what's going on? IDK, HMU, IKR. I talk your language. Involves just abbreviations. To meet anyone? We had it. Treffen. Treffen. That's been a while. Okay, make sure you get through these. To steal. Been a while on that one too. Stehlen. It could become stielt or stielst in the right situation. Let's skip ahead a couple more. To read. Lesen or least. L-I-E-S-T. Skip ahead a few here. To speak. Sprechen or spricht, where it happens right. To evening. Abend. Let's see here. To fall. Fallen. Hold on a minute. It's not. Okay, basketball. Das Golf and das Tennis and das Eishockey, but all the ones that end in ball are der. So that helps basketball. Unbelievable. Okay. Unglaublich. And they say it just like, das ist unglaublich. Just like we would say it. What are they thinking? To cook. Kochen. Use that today in German lit class. It came up. Yeah, because in the German, the original version of Snow White, the stepmother wants the hunter to kill Snow White, and as proof, like a mafioso boss or something, as proof that she's dead, she wants her lung and liver, not her heart. That's Disney's version. Lung and liver, and then he brings her a lung and liver from a boar. That's like a wild pig, right? And then she has the cook it, kochen, in salt, and then she eats it. Very primal, yeah.
The brothers Grimm
There's a reason why their last name was Grimm. Go ahead, what are you going to ask me? Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, their editor should be fired.
Well, actually,
there's no way that should be right.
Here's the thing: they are the editors because the stories were already out there. They didn't write them.
Oh, I thought they
no.
Sat in a you call it house somewhere and wrote these.
No, they actually they were linguists actually by training. They were and they went around and they collected the different versions of these stories. So they were told a little differently in different regions. And then they standardized them. So they literally edited together dozens of versions and made up. Now, probably a lot of those versions got lost, unfortunately, as maybe they still have the notes. It was only in the 1870s they did this. It wasn't all that long ago. But
I thought it was in like 1790.
No, the Grimm brothers are 19th century. And it just so happened that at that time, that type of literature, if you want to call it, it is literature. It's a romantic era of literature in Germany and Europe. So it was perfect because it was very popular at that time. They were like modern fairy tales, a little more elaborate. But yeah, man, just Snow White alone has all these bizarre themes like cannibalism, I don't know, this kind of idolization of young, extremely young little girl in the story as well. What else they got? The prince falls in love with her dead corpse, when she's already been in a coffin for a while. That's kind of a little weird, Although she was not corrupting.
Or very well preserved.
So there's all these other biblical themes, like the apple's got a biblical part to it. She's before they start to want to bury her, there's 3 days go by, 7 dwarves, 7 mountains you got to go over to get to the 7 dwarves. There's all kinds of biblical stuff that goes on. That's typical of all the stories, but Snow White's got a lot of very. Anyway, yeah. So they are the editors. They're the ones who edited. And so when you read them, you think, so this is what German people read their kids? Yes. Their little kids are hearing this crazy stuff.
Then there's a weirder one. I think it's called the One-Legged Tin Soldier.
Okay.
So there's a box of 10 soldiers, and there's one-legged one. And then there's something with a demon in a snuff box that taunts a child.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how.
I've got a book over there somewhere. It's the whole like complete collection of Grimm's fairy tales. I think there's like 130 together. So I've hardly read all of them, but there's some of the really bizarre ones are really short too, like just maybe a page and a half long or something. And then some of them are like Snow White or.
I guess they just couldn't handle it and had to finish it up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting story how they got to all that, but there's a couple of regions where they knew they were like in the middle of Germany in the Harz Mountains, which is really isolated, and then in the Black Forest region they went to also. That's where they, so these are both isolated areas, superstitious areas also. A lot of people had held on to a lot of their ancestral beliefs. Although they were Christians, they still had a lot of pagan type rituals and stuff they did. Some of them still do. To this day, they still do a lot of them. They do things
Candlemas, which I think is today, actually.
That's right.
Is a big thing in Europe still.
That's still a big thing. And they do the thing where they burn the Christmas trees and they do things with the equinox and the all that. But it's all been Christianized though. But it's not practiced anywhere else. I mean, as Christianity, other than some. Anyway, so they've got all these Germanic kind of. All right, to wash. Sorry about that. To wash. Waschen. Okay. Yeah, sure. You have time to look it up while I'm talking. Volleyball. Der Volleyball. Right. And track and field. Okay. So it's leicht. So it's EI. Leicht. Athletic, yeah. Couple more. Let it go to give. Got that one already, I think. Sports, just sports in general. Der Sport. Just looks like it's singular. And let's do one more to 72 to ride a bike. Fahrrad fahren. Okay, good. So went through those. Now, will you turn the lights on real quick for me? And I wanted to put us together real quick. We're going to go right back to this in a minute to make a list of these phrases we had yesterday that can put a present tense sentence in the future tense. I'll get you started here. Things like am Morgen, in the morning. What else?
In the future.
Okay, those are words we don't know, but in der Zukunft. What about am Abend? Am Nachmittag. Am Freitag. And also am Samstag. And all the way to Donnerstag. What's Donnerstag? That's the day after tomorrow.
Thursday.
Right. Oh, what about the day after tomorrow? Übermorgen. Donnerstag ist übermorgen. What's übermorgen? Not today, not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow. Heute ist Dienstag. Übermorgen ist Donnerstag. Here's one, this morgen with a small m means tomorrow. That would be future. Am Morgen is in the morning. Okay. Übermorgen, day after tomorrow. What else could do this? There's some that we don't know, like in der Zukunft, but like with the seasons, we could say im Winter. Take a guess. Or what about im Sommer? Right? And here's someone that don't look so much like English. Im Herbst. That's the fall. Or im Frühling. What do we got left here? So all of those could be phrases that would put you into the future tense. Even a time, like a clock time. And we didn't talk much about how to like say at, but the word is So 9 Uhr. Or any time. 10:30 Uhr. Or 12 Uhr. So, yeah, we're fishing. We're fishing at 12 today. All of a sudden, you're talking the future. What else? Do we have a Vormittag? Don't we? Mid-morning? Uh-huh. We have Morgen, Vormittag, is Mittag. What's Mittag? Okay, Mittag, Vormittag. In the morning or in the mid-morning, in the afternoon, we probably say, what's that? Yeah, we got that one. So we got to go from Morgen to Vormittag to Mittag to Nachmittag, then to Abend. Okay, all these words in English too, right? Mid-morning, afternoon, evening, night. What if we say heute Abend? What's heute Abend? This evening. What about heute Nacht? Tonight. We have a single word for that, right? We put two and night together. Heute Nacht. What about heute Morgen? This morning. You can plug in heute Vormittag, heute Nachmittag. This can all be talking about. So all those, it's a pretty good list there of things that could take a present tense sentence and put it in the future. But one thing you don't want to do when you're plugging this all together, say I gave you a present tense sentence like wir lernen Deutsch. Very simple. Do not, this is sacred right here. Don't separate those two things. When I say that, I said don't put something in between there. Like wir heute Morgen lernen, don't say it. That hurts me to say it. You can put heute Morgen here. You can put it here, but not here. Okay? Wir lernen heute Morgen Deutsch. Wir lernen Deutsch heute Morgen. Perfect. Just do that. That'd be good exercise. Okay, so that's some good phrases. Take a picture of that. Might want to write it down. You have a photographic memory or a photogenic memory. Not many people have that. I like that joke. All right, can you get the lights for me again? Let's look at a couple of exercises here that'll help to prepare for the test. I'm on the big screen now. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to share screen. Well, let's try. Here we go. Okay. So we have these activities like tanzen. That word I haven't seen in a while. What's tanzen? Essen gehen. What's go to eat, right? Like not at home. Schwimmen, we just had. What? Fußball spielen. Right? Soccer. Skifahren, we know. Remember this word? Spazieren gehen. We have Essen gehen and Spazieren gehen. And Angeln gehen we have too. It's to go for a walk. Go for a walk. So they're going to give you some places or locations, and you tell me what verb fits. Der Berg. What's a Berg? Mountain. What's going to work there? What kind of activity would we do there? Skifahren. Certainly no soccer playing. Hard to play on the side of a mountain, I would imagine. Der Park. What am I going in the park? Spazieren. Okay. Go for a walk. Spazieren gehen. What about the disco? Tanzen works there. Some old vocab here. Das Restaurant. Go to eat there, right? Essen gehen. Das Stadion. Fußball spielen. Yeah, if you're really good, you get to play in the Stadion. And das Schwimmbad. That's easier. Schwimmen. But my computer is kind of lagging here. All right. Schwimmen ist richtig. I need something. It just started today. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking probably if I just reboot it, it'll. Okay, so that's a good review for vocabulary. For us, let's look at a different one then. Let's look at ergänzen Sie complete. Make sure it's showing up right on the screen. Give it the full screen. There we go. Well, where is it now? Where'd I hide it?
Some grades in front of us there.
Sorry about that. Those aren't your grades, but okay. Here we go. All right. So again, completed sentence with. So we have again Fußballspiel. What's a Fußballspiel? What's a Spiel? Again? 9. That's a Spieler. Did you say it back over there? No. Spiel is a game. Yeah, so a soccer game. Hobbies, we know Stadion. What's Strand? I think we're missing a vocab list here. What's Strand? We had that word though. The beach. Tennis ball, we know what's Klettern. That's also, I need to find that other list. What is it? Klettern. Climb, like rock climbing. Singt comes from, and üben, remember üben? With sports, you have to üben, or trainieren. Train, practice, right? That's üben, they gave 2 words. So, all right, again, I'll have to dig that other, I feel like we're missing some words. Der Fußballclub, Bayern München. That's a pretty big club, by the way. They're like the New York Mets, or no, New York Yankees of German soccer. They got all the money, they buy all the good players, they go all over Europe and all over the world, they get whatever they want. Their Fußballclub, Bayern München, their thing is FC Fußballclub Bayern München, Bavaria, Munich, spielt heute im neuen. That's a good example of present tense uses future. Spielt heute, not yet, but sometime today, im neuen, where would they play? Stadion. Im neuen Stadion, in the new stadium. They did get a new stadium about 8 or 9, 10 years ago. Ein reguläres, what's that mean, regulär? Good. Ein reguläres blank dauert, means lasts, 90 Minuten. Ein reguläres blank dauert 90 Minuten. Think nine? 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 A regular something dauert 90 Minuten. Oh, kids.
The tennis balls only last for what long?
What about a Fußballspiel? A soccer game. Remember? You want to play soccer? No?
I don't want something.
No? Okay. Well, that's fine, but nine's a regular one, but there's usually longer than 90 minutes because they stop the clock whenever they're discussing something or someone gets hurt or
I
whatever.
only watch it when it's on in Charleston's.
That's a good Cassia Hall answer. I like that. That's good. When it's on at Roosevelt's, I might watch it. I like-
I've never been to Roosevelt.
Well, actually, it's pretty nice.
I've had takeout from
They're not socially distancing over there, I'll tell you that, but it's pretty good. Viele Studenten gehen im März an den blank in Mexico. A lot of students are doing this. And what's in März? I can make a whole list of months in März, in Juni, on the board, in Juli, in August. I would also put things in future. Right. In March, they're going an den blank in Mexico. Guys, what makes sense here? We've already used Fußballspiel and Stadion. They're not going to the stadium in Mexico. They got some kind of place they're going to. 9. Already used Stadion. Strand. What's the Strand? Gosh, are you guys, what is going on here? In March,
It is a Tuesday.
they're going, spring break in March, right? A lot of students go in March to the beach in Mexico. Even some of our students do this. Ein blank ist nicht so groß, not as big as, ein Basketball. Ein tennis ball, not even close. It's the second week, I think, of March this year, I think. We got a little ways to go, not too far. Auf Mount Everest zu blank ist nicht so einfach, not so easy. Yeah, I bet it is kind of hard to climb up there.
The casualty rate is getting lower though.
Well, yeah, okay, it could be. Günther, that's a guy's name. Blank am Wochenende Karaoke. What's karaoke? Singt karaoke, if you want to call it singing.
That almost sounds like the Chinese word, like the old port of Tsingtao or something.
Is karaoke?
Which makes sense because Tsingtao was where the German colony in China was.
Maybe that, well, who knows? It could be a connection. Karaoke, that's just the German pronunciation for it. It sounds more Japanese to me, I think, that way, and karaoke. But Chiara, girl's name, right? Blank saxophone. Übt. What's üben? You can practice a sport. You can also practice musical instrument. And last one, ich lerne so viel. I'm learning so much. Ich habe keine Zeit, no time. Für
But what we do have time for is Eisbär.
Für hobbies. Guys, don't forget about kind. Don't forget about kind, keine, keinen. Okay? How we say no. I have no money. I have no time. What'd she say here? Ich habe keine Zeit. I have no time for hobbies. Yeah, Eisbär. We'll put that on in a minute. Okay. God. Oh, jeez. Did I just block everything out? Okay. All right. Let's get on. Pick up another one here. All good stuff here. Let me look at this real quick and forget. Yeah. Okay. So again, we got a word bank. Very, very similar stuff. Fußball spielen. What's Hausaufgaben machen? To do homework. Musik hören. Reiten, that word reiten was?
riding a horse.
Only riding a horse, not riding a motorcycle, not riding a bike, only for horses, tanzen. So here there's example, angeln gehen. With the picture, Manfred und Sven gehen angeln. What's angeln gehen?
Fishing.
Fishing. Katharina,
Football.
let's make it to a sentence though. Spielen's the verb. Let's put spielen together with Katharina. Ah, now we're stumped. What is this?
Space.
Say it again. Spielt. It's spielt. Because with one person, we're going to end it with a T. And what's she playing? Fußball. Okay. She spielt. Katharina spielt Fußball. Then we have these two people here going at it here. Jan und Antonia. How many people is that? Is that plural? Okay, so what are they doing? So they are. And so what? We get the full verb, it's plural?
Yes.
Plural gets the full verb. Tanzen. Now we've got one guy, Moritz, on a horse. And I got stuck in my head.
On a quadruped.
Yes, on some kind of domesticated quadruped. But reiten, it's kind of weird because reiten already ends in a T. How are we going to make that work with, right? So let's put that much in the sentence at least. But what do we add? We have to add something to make this work. No, that would only be for the word do. Write it. We got to slip an extra E back in there to make, so it doesn't just, a double T sounds like one T. So here's Lucas. Looks like he's hard at work here. And Lucas,
Looks like he's developing negatives or something.
he might be developing microfilm. What do we got here? What's one of these words? We are Fußball spielen, reiten, tanzen, we've already done. Hausaufgaben machen, yeah? So machen's the verb. Let's make it fit here. Go ahead. With Lucas, what would it be? Up here we said reitet with one person. Here we said, Katharina spielt. There's that letter right there. What about machen? Lucas. You see the pattern I'm showing you? With one person, it ends in a T. One person up here ends with a T. Spielt. What about machen? Thank you. And what is he doing? Macht Hausaufgaben. Doing his homework. This is stuff we shouldn't be going over really. This is a basic verb conjugation. Yusuf, that's a man's name. Yusuf. Only have one left, right? Musik hören. Musik hören. So again, only one person. Well, we had reitet, we had spielt, we had macht. What about hören? You see what I'm saying? There's a similarity. These sentences all have one character. Katharina. One of them had Moritz. One of them had Lucas. Now one other person, Yusuf. What would it be? Look above here. Lucas is one person. We said Lucas macht. Yusuf. Okay, can you guys see this? I don't want to oversimplify this too much, but I've been known to dumb things down a little bit. But here's the verb hören. Okay, let me point this out again, guys. Follow me here. Katharina spielt. Moritz reitet. Lukas macht Hausaufgaben. What about Yusuf? Let's look at it again. No. It's one person we're talking about. Katharina. What letter does the verb in there? Spielen became spielt. Here, Moritz, reiten is the verb, but it became, here, Lukas, the verb was machen, it became, so this verb is hören. What about Yusuf? Hören. Oh, man. You know, there's dentists that have pulled teeth easier than this and done it like painlessly. Hört Musik. I think there's some good ones. Yeah, guys, talk about one person, the verb's going to end in a T. You add two people, like the people dancing, that gets the full verb then. Okay. I'm going to blame it on the computer lagging. That you guys are also somehow in this big matrix are also lagging somehow. You're all tied into the same energy source. And believe me, I'm cutting you a little bit of, well, more than, anyway, let's just let it go at that. Okay. Well, let's just do one more thing. We got time. Well, one more thing. All right, still lagging. You may switch to Spanish.
He lives for ice cream now.
Okay. I'm actually surprised that that they haven't taken down in my videos. Sometimes I'll get like a nasty email from YouTube. Your video includes extra footage that violates our terms of service, copyright, blah blah blah. Earth, Wind, and Fire didn't like you anymore, like that. So there are multiple networks and cable networks in Germany. They picked out 3 here. These are real networks: ARD, ZDF, and Sat.1. This is one of the cable networks, Sat.1, Satellite 1, but they have other networks. And we got shows. Look when they start though. 13:15 Uhr.
Oh no, it's a military time.
Yes, it is. Heute. Here's one at 13:45, 30 minutes called Florida's Strände. They're at Florida's beaches from Pensacola bis Key West. Then soccer, Fußball, Borussia Dortmund versus FC Nürnberg. And then at 5:30 or 17:30 Uhr, Rockballaden der 80er, rock ballads of the 80s. Whoa. ZDF ARD has heute. They have a show, Gestern und heute, yesterday and today. They're one-upping ARD on that. What's this mean? Entschuldigen Sie. Excuse me. And what is this? It's a Serie. Can you read that? No. What's a Serie? Yeah, what do we call that when there's multiple episodes? A series. Look at it. It's one letter off from the word series. I know you can't see it that well. Let's skip over. And then Sat.1 at 13 Uhr is showing the Tour de France. Then a news show comes on 17 Uhr, Tagesjournal, the day's journal or something like that. Let's see what else they got here. Here's look, what kind of show is this? Drama. 18 Uhr, Das Haus im Wald. That sounds like a grim fairy tale. The House in the Woods. Oh, here's one at 16 Uhr, John McEnroe. Sein Leben auf dem Tennisplatz. Okay. 15:15, what's this? In Frankfurter Zoo. What's a Frankfurter Zoo?
Is that the zoo that U2 wrote a song at, or is that the zoo?
I'm not sure which one that they base that on. But what's the Frankfurter Zoo? Is it a zoo full of Frankfurter? Probably not, right? Yeah, we've got a lot of people from Frankfurt with it in a zoo. No, it's just the zoo in Frankfurt, yeah? And so, if you, what time are we out? Good. So, let's look at this. I'll just show you that I'm not lying. ARD.de. Let's take a look here. Sometimes I watch these on my smart TV. Look, there's ARD channel 1. And, oh, there's Angela Merkel. They're interviewing. Here's the Reichstag back here in the background. I think this is from her residence there next to it. Yeah. Tagesschau, that's one of the nightly news. That guy doesn't look happy. Oh, he got sentenced to 3.5 years, whatever he did. I don't know. Here's a couple of soccer, Paderborn, and yeah, that's Bochum, another city. Who's this guy? Anyway. Oh. Oh, he's some kind of virologist. Okay, so there's that. What's up? CDF, let's take a look. the F, the A, and we get another network. Ooh, Bodyguard. Ooh, live TV. Should we try it? We'll see about that. Got to probably pay for something.
Oh, YouTube's gonna get very angry.
They're gonna get so. Ooh, I'm not sharing it yet. I gotta share it.
You're gonna have a live stream and a live stream. Probably never be done.
It's gonna get really sticky. Well, where is it? Where's your live TV? Oh, look, here's the schedule like we just looked at. All right, well, we'll forget about that. Yeah. All right, let's get serious now. Probably got stuck up there somewhere. Let's try. Grauzone. Oh, I got to put on there. Let's see him live. No?
That's just one stream.
Okay. You go see. What if you went to the Grauzone concert, but they didn't play Ice Bear? I mean, what else would there be? Like, what, they have other songs? What? Yeah, they have one about a grizzly bear, one about a Kodiak bear. They should be happy I'm showing these ads for them.
We should get a VPN to Berlin, so then we get like ads for Deutsche Bank or something.
That would be good. Makes me cold just listen to it. Der Bear, der Eisbär. I don't know what this is, like a remote control or something. All this human garbage in Antarctica. Even the video is kind of jerky because of the lag. Here we go, down the pit. Whoa! I'm sorry. There's like a bunch of garbage he's falling in. One of the pieces of garbage is a Rubik's Cube. I don't know. I think that's... I don't know. Those little baby seals make good lunch for an ice bear. Yeah, he's like crushing them. So the North Pole got developed all of a sudden. Looks like some town in Appalachia or something. Oh, they got a nightclub. TV, hi-fi. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think you got the idea. It got really random. All right.
Such a good plan.
What's Cash doing on here? Oh, Cash Jacobson's watching the video. Yeah, Ice Bear. Hi, Cash.